ROG the 5th grade Math Review Part 2. Okay, remember, when you're solving your math problems and you're reviewing some math, think about these tips. Stop the monsters in your head. Don't negative talk yourself. Don't tell yourself, I can't do this, because you can do anything you put your mind to. Breathe. Take a minute and take a deep breath. And then go. Keep on trucking, work hard, and push through that anxiety. Don't let the nerves get you. Just sit there, try to figure out how to solve the problem. If something doesn't work right, look at it again and resolve it. And remember, you need some paper and pencil to work with as you work through these practice questions. Okay, number 13, picking up where we left off from part 1. What is 3.198 rounded to the nearest hundredth? Is it A, 3.10, B, 3.20, C, 3.2, or D, 3.208? And then question number 14, two numbers are rounded to the nearest tenth and hundredths in the table below. What numbers would complete this table? Would it be A, 5.678 and 3.298? Or would it be B, 4.297 and 3.291? Would it be C, 5.977 and 2.971? Or would it be D, 4.993 and 2.973? Pause the video, solve these two problems, and then start your video again to check your answers. So, here are the answers to questions number 13 and 14 on rounding decimals. What is 3.198 rounded to the nearest hundredth? Well, the correct answer was B, 3.20. When you're looking at your number, the hundredths place is 2 places to the right of the decimal. So look at the number next to it. In this problem, the defining number is 8. The rule for rounding is 0 to 4 stays the same. 5 to 9, you go up 1 and you end with a 0. So, in our number, the 9 rounds up, so it goes to a 10. Well, you can't have 2 digits in the tens place, in a place value. We can't have a 10 there. So, we change 10 hundredths to a tenth. And then the number becomes 3.20. So when you changed your 10 hundredths to a 10, you already have 1 10, you added another one to it, and it gave you 2 tenths. So the correct answer was 3.20, or 3 and 20 hundredths. All right, for number 14. You had 2 numbers rounded to the nearest tenth and hundredths in the table below. What numbers would complete that table? The correct answer was A, 5.678 and 3.298. If you look at 5.678 and you're rounding it to the nearest tenth, remember the tenth place is 1 place past the decimal, to the right of the decimal point. And you look at the digit next door. Well, in 5.7, if we look at 5.678, the digit next door to the 6 is a 7. So your 6 would go up to 7 and become 5.700, or 5 7/10. If you were rounding it to the nearest hundredth, again, you would look, the hundredths place is the second place to the right of the decimal. Then you look at the next place, which is an 8, and that would change your 7 to an 8. So your correct answer then would be 5.68. So 5.678 would round to 5 68/100. Okay. If you're looking at the 3.298 in the second line, rounded to the nearest tenth, you have a 2 in the tenths place. Next door is a 9. So using your rule of 5 up to 9, your answer would go up 1. So your 3.2 would then become 3.3. Rounded to the nearest hundredth, you look at the third number for deciding your hundredths place, the second blank. So 3.29, when you would look at the 8, 9 would become a 10. And remember, you can't have 2 digits in one place value. So you would trade that 10 in. And so your 2 would become a 3 and your 9 a 0. So you would have 3.30. Okay, moving on to the next set of questions. Number 15, what is the missing digit in the multiplication problem below? 434 times blank 6 equals 11,258. Is the missing digit a 1, B 3, C 4, or D 2? So you're solving for the missing digit. Number 16, what is the product of 432 and 98? A, 7,344, B, 42,336, C, 39,506, or D, 41,346. Pause your video, solve for these two problems, and then start your video again, and let's check your answers. So, here are the solutions to numbers 15 and 16. In number 15, we were solving for the missing digit in the multiplication problem. 433 times blank 6 equals 11,258. Okay, so to solve this problem, you would start with 433 times the number that you know. You know the digit in the ones place is a 6. So 433 times 6 equals 2,598. Now, we know that the product of the entire problem is 11,258. So we subtract 2,598 from 11,258. And that answer is 8,660. Now, we think about, okay, what number can we multiply to have a sum that would equal the 866 out of the 8,660? And we look at our answer. We know, well, it's 433. And we try each of those answer choices. And 2 would be your correct one. 2 times 433 equals 866. So the correct answer is D. Number 16, what's the correct product of 432 and 98? When you're looking for the product of something, you should know that that is a key word for multiplication. So 432 times 98. So we start with the ones place and we multiply 432 times 8. 8 times 2 is 16. We carry the 1. 8 times 3 is 24 plus 1 is 25. Carry the 2. 8 times 4 is 32 plus 2 is 34. So 3,456. We move on now to multiplying by the tens place. Well, because we are multiplying by the tens place, we know that we put a 0 as a placeholder for the tens. So we start by putting a 0 under the 6. Then we will multiply 9 times 2 is 18. 8, carry the 1. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28. We put the 8 down, carry the 2. 9 times 4 is 36, plus 2 is 38. So 90 times 432 would be 38,880. Now we add those two together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 8 plus 5 is 13. Put the 3, carry your 1. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 4 is 13. Carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 3 is 12. Carry the 1, and 3 plus 1 is 4. So the final answer is 42,336. So the correct answer is B. Now, number 17 and number 18. What is the quotient of 405 divided by 45? Is it A9, B11, C8, or D10? Number 18. Which expression has a quotient of 7? A, 161 divided by 23. B, 270 divided by 45. C, 160 divided by 4. Or D, 224 divided by 8. Pause your video, solve problem 17 and number 18 to do with division. Then start your video again once you've solved and check your answers. So, number 17, what is the quotient of 405 divided by 45? Well, the correct answer is A9. You can check your answer by saying 45 times 9 equals 405. Number 18, which expression has a quotient of 7? The correct answer is A. If you would look at A, 7 times 23 is 161, and that is the correct answer. All right, numbers 19, 20, and 21. Number 19, Miss K is training for a marathon. She wants to run 23 miles each week. Monday, she runs 10.1 miles. Tuesday, she runs 5.32 miles. Thursday, she runs 3.59 miles. How many more miles does she need to run this week? A, 19.01, B, 9.92, C, 3.99, or D, 5.1. Number 20. What is the value of the expression 5.2 plus 7.8 times 9.45? And then 21. What is the value of 173.52 divided by 0.08? Is it A, 21.69, B, 2.169, C, 2,169, or D, 0.2169? Okay, now that you've started your video again, let's check your answers. Number 19, well, we know she wants to run 23 miles. We know how many miles that she ran on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So we begin by adding the miles for Monday and Tuesday together. 10.1 plus 5.32 equals 15.42. Now we take that total and we add in how many miles that she ran on Thursday. 15.42 plus 3.59 equals 19.01. Now we know that she wants to run 23 miles in total, so we need to subtract what we know, 19.01 from 23. And when we do that, we have 3.99. The correct answer is C, 3.99 miles. Number 20, what is the value of the expression of 5.2 plus 7.8 times 9.5? Well, we begin by multiplying 9.5 times 7.8, because when you think of your order of operations, the first thing that comes, we have no parentheses, we have no exponents, but we do have multiplication. So we begin by multiplying. Well, 8 times 5 is 40, carry the 4. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 4 is 36, carry the 3. 8 times 9 is 72, plus 3 is 75. Then we put the 0 for the placeholder. 7 times 5 is 35, carry the 3. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 3 is 31, carry the 3. 7 times 9 is 63, plus 3 is 66. Then we add those together. 0 plus 0, 0. 6 plus 5 is 11. Put down your 1, and then you carry your 1 into the hundreds place. 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. Carry the 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. But we can't stop there because we have decimal places in our numbers. So we count how many places we have to the right of decimals in both of the values. So we have 2 places with 0.45. We have 1 place with point A for a total of 3 decimal places. You begin at the back of your number. You count over 3 decimal places from the back, and you place your decimal point in front of the 7, and the answer being 73.710. Now we need to add 5.2, and you have 78.910, which is B, 78.91. 21, what is the value of 173.52 divided by 0.08? The correct answer is C, 2,169. Okay, when you divide by decimals, you have to move your decimal points over in both your divisor and your dividend. So we have 2 place values past the decimal point in 0.08. So we move them to the right 2 places. In 173.52, we again move the decimal place 2 points over. So then we have whole numbers of 8 and 17,352. Well, we complete the division as shown, and the correct answer is 2,169. What is 2 2/3 plus 1 1/9? A, 3 3/12. B, 3 3/9. C, 3 1/4. Or D, 3 7/9. Number 23. An equation is shown. What is the missing number? 4 3/4 minus 2 3 ? Equals 2 3/8. Is it A is the missing number, A 4, B 12, C 8, or D 2? Pause your video, solve for your answers, and then stop and check your work. All right, let's check your answers. D is the correct answer for number 24. Well, first, we need to find common denominators, and we do that by finding those common multiples. So we go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. That's correct. Number 2. 2 is less than 8. Well, that is correct. Well, for C, 3/8 equals 3/8, and 1/2 equals 4/8. That is correct. So we look at the last one. 4/8 minus 3/8 equals 1/8. That is incorrect. Yariel did not pour more than Ethan. Number 25, we had 1 1/2 plus 2 2/3 plus 1/8. So we look at these two problems. The correct answer is D, 4 7/24. First, you must find the common denominators to be able to add your problems. So we begin with our halves, which is counting by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And you can kind of stop there if you chose to, but then you have to move on. But you have to find the common. So I would continue to count by twos. 18, 20, 22, 24. Well, we have thirds, which is a denominator of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and 24. Yes, 12 was a common denominator, but we also have to look at 1/8. So we have 8, 16, 24. Well, 12 was a common denominator for 2 and for 3, but not for 8. So 24 is our common denominator. 2 will go into 24 12 times, and 12 times 1 is 12. So 1 and 12 24s plus 3 into 24 8 times. 8 times 2 is 16. 2 and 16 24s plus 1/8 would become 8 into 24 3 times. 3 times 1 is 3 times 1 is 3. So 3 24s. Now we add all of those together and we come up with 3 and 31 24s. 31 24s is an improper fraction. So we have to solve that. 24 will go into 34 one time. We have 7 left over. And so we have 1 and 7 24s. So now we have to say 3 plus 1 and 7 24s equals 4 and 7 24s. So again, the correct answer is D, 4 and 7 24s. Hope you've had fun with some math review. And look again tomorrow for part 3. And you can continue to review your 5th grade math skills. Have a great day.